Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to show you some products that I kind of found by accident. As I was wearing the drugstore products, I realized they reminded me so much of some of the high-end products that I already own. So I want to show you how these affordable products can be a great option. I know that nowadays everything is so expensive that it's just hard to find the extra cash to buy some of these high-end or luxury items. So I just want to give you some really good options. This is not settling for something that is less quality or that it doesn't last as long or it doesn't look as beautiful. I want to go ahead and start with primer. I don't have a new foundation and concealer, so I'm going to do that really, like speed through it, because it's not anything that I'm really showing you like a more affordable option. So I'm going to start with the primer. Hard Candy has a Sweat On Lock primer. This is a matte primer and it's supposed to protect your makeup from sweat and excess oils. I do have a normal to an oily T-zone, and in the summer here in Florida sometimes it's in the high 90s and I do seem to get a little oily, especially in this area right here. I've been wanting to try these primers and products that promise to keep you a little more on a matte side. So anyway, I'm going to do this one. I used this one yesterday. I actually used all of these products and I wore them for 10 hours. And I want you to know, and this is like a thick gel-like consistency. I want you to know that my makeup looked just as amazing at the end of the day as it did when I first applied it. Now, I wasn't outside for a very long period of time, but I went outside. I tried to stay for like 30 minutes in the heat where I was already starting to feel 30 minutes sounds like nothing, right? But I had nowhere to go yesterday, guys, so I was just trying to test the makeup. So I will give you a more updated on a day that I actually stay out for a while. Now, this primer it doesn't leave you dewy at all. As you can see, my face looks pretty matte, but I feel that my makeup never looked dry. It just stayed on for a long time, and I did have like a little bit of glow, not really like looking oily in my T-zone, but it actually looked nice. Like all my makeup just looked really nice together. The one that I'm going to put on the right side is the one from One Size, and I have used this several times. I think it's okay. It's, it does keep your makeup on. This one is not as thick a consistency. This is more like a gel, like one of those water moisturizers like the Tatcha or something like that, or the one from e.l.f. that feels more like a gel-like than a cream. So this one kind of spreads through your skin a little more, or a little easier than the Hard Candy. The Hard Candy it's already set, and my face feels velvety. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. This one is more, you probably get a little more hydration out of this one. But as far as your makeup, they both look exactly the same, and the price difference is a great one between Hard Candy and One Size. But I do like the One Size. I'm going to let this set for a second, and then we're going to do foundation. Now, like I said, I'm going to do the foundation on this side first, because this side is already dry. So I want to speed through this. I'm just going to use the number 7 today. This is a beautiful foundation. Didn't really look for anything that was a dupe. Like I said, I wasn't even looking for these other products. I kind of just, as I was putting them on, I said, oh, this looks just like, looks just like this other high-end makeup that I have. So let me throw this on really quick, and then we'll start with the fun part of the video. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Fenty concealer. For bronzer, e.l.f. just released some bronzing and blush sticks. So this is the e.l.f. bronzing stick, and they have several different shades, and also with the blush they have several different shades. I would say they probably have like 5 shades of the bronzer, and like it looked like maybe around 8 shades of the blush. So I got mine in light medium. I will list the prices of the high-end and the affordable products up here. so you can see the difference. I love the packaging. It feels weighty, doesn't feel cheap. It is plastic. It doesn't feel like a cheap plastic. So this is the shade. I'm glad I got the medium because it is not dark at all. It is very, very pretty. I am going to go straight on my face, and I was able to do this straight on my face yesterday. It is very creamy. And I'm just going to use, they also released a brush. It's a bronzer and blush brush. And as you can see, it is not warm. To me, it's more like a neutral color. It's really, really pretty. It blends like a dream. Really, really beautiful. It lasts all day. Let me move you up a little. It is not super glowy, so you can build it up a little bit if you want to. I'm just going into the bronzer with the brush. And these are very affordable. It's very pretty. I like it. It is not super sticky. I'm going to let it set, but it is not super sticky. You don't feel like you have anything on your face. Then I am comparing it to the one from Dior. And Dior I have in the shade 02. Now I really wasn't going so much for matching the shades because when I was shopping for these, I wasn't looking to dupe them. This one is a little warmer than the one from e.l.f. But as far as how blendable they are, how easy they are to use, how long wearing they are, they're very, very, very similar. And if I were to be honest with you, I like the shade of the e.l.f. better than the one from Dior. I like for my bronzers to be more on the neutral side than warm side. And I feel that I get that with the e.l.f. and the Dior is a little warmer. I do love this bronzer though. I do wear it quite often. Because again, it's easy to use. It looks really nice on mature skin. It doesn't emphasize if you have texture on your face. It is really, really pretty. So both of these are absolutely gorgeous. Now this is the blush from e.l.f. I got this one in muted mauve. And again, this is so, so pretty. That's the shade right there. Absolutely gorgeous. You can, again, go straight on your face. And you don't have to worry about, let me use the other side. You don't have to worry about it lifting your makeup. It does not lift your makeup. It is pigmented, so you only need one swipe. Actually, let's tone it down a little. This is my foundation brush. But it's very beautiful. And these are not sticky. And it is not super glowy, which I like that. I like that. I think that is very, very pretty. And on this side, I'm going to use the one from Lisa Eldridge. This is the new Velouture Balm Dewy Lip and Cheek Stick. And this is in the shade Rose Madder. And that's the Lisa and that's the e.l.f. Now Lisa's is glowy. Lisa says it's glowy. This is definitely not a matte blush, but it is long lasting and you do get a lot of product. Now her packaging is really, it almost looks like a drugstore packaging. This is a luxury brand and the packaging doesn't come across as a luxury brand packaging, but I really mainly care about the product. If she's going to charge me $10 more just to give me some beautiful packaging, I'll just take this packaging. I feel like the e.l.f. was a little more pigmented. Like I have to build the Lisa a little more than I do the e.l.f. But they're both gorgeous, right? So pretty. Love, love, love. I think these are beautiful. I got another shade of the Dior eyeshadow sticks. This one's in the shade 481. This is darker and warmer than the other one. The other one that I had is a lighter shade than this. And I'm comparing it to the L'Oreal Le Shadow Stick. and this is in the shade 20. Now these are not an exact shade, as far an exact dupe in the shade, but as far as longevity on the eye, ease of applying it, and looking beautiful all day, these are a keeper. They're both very, very, very similar. I love them both. Neither one of them crease. Once they set, they stay on until you wash them off. They look absolutely gorgeous. And you don't need to put anything underneath. I don't have any primer. I just put a little bit of the concealer under my brow bone just to make that a little brighter, but I didn't put anything on my lid, and you do not need to put anything on the lid. Now, I have found that if I forget and I do use primer, these work great under primer, over the primer also. Because some, like the ones from Merit, if you use, I feel like if I use a primer underneath, they can crease on me. But if I don't, then they're fine. So this is again the L'Oreal. Now let's do the beauty. It is beautiful. Okay, I'm not saying that the high end, I'm sorry that I have them. I love them, and I'm glad I have the high end and the drugstore. But I mean, you don't have to spend the money. So as you can see, the shade is not exactly the same, but let me tell you, once you have it on your eyes and you finish with your mascara and everything, you can't even tell. But anyway, it's not like you're going to be wearing one of each, right? I think I own most of the colors, the shimmer colors from L'Oreal. I can't afford to have all of the shimmer colors from Dior. 2 is my limit. I mean, really, can you really tell the difference? Can you say, oh gosh, yeah, your left eye looks expensive? No. Maybelline just released the Sky Tubes mascara. It's a Lash Sensational, and this is a 2B mascara. And you guys know that I have been singing the praises of the one from Too Faced, the Ribbon Wrap Mascara. This is an amazing mascara. This tube feels a little weighty, but you're not going to be carrying the tube with you, okay? It doesn't matter. This one feels a little lighter, but it still is a beautiful, beautiful packaging. So this is really, really good. I've worn this several times. It does a really good job of separating your lashes. It gives you length. It gives you volume. No streaking, no smudging or flaking. Easy to remove at the end of the day. I enjoy this just as much as I do the Too Faced. Now this one dries a little faster than the Too Faced, so I feel like you have to work a little faster in building it. Almost like you have to finish the eye, the one eye, before you go to the other one. And the Too Faced gives you a little more time to play with it. My eyelashes are a little wonky today. I slept pretty hard last night, and I sleep on my left side. So these lashes always take a beating. Okay, so that looks pretty good, right? I think that looks pretty good. So let's do the right eye with the ribbon wrap, and then I'll try to go for a quick second coat on the other one. The ribbon wrap is an amazing mascara. I love this mascara. And this is a pretty new tube, but after it's been open for a little bit, because I have a deluxe size one, you really only need like one coat. It does a great, great job on your lashes. But as far as affordable 2B mascaras, I think this one from Maybelline is the one that is my favorite. Okay, so for powder. Okay, I just purchased this one recently from Catrice. This is a Soft Blur Matte Airbrush Powder. This is such a pretty powder. Now, I don't like to use it under my eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of my Pat McGrath powder just to set my under eyes really quick. But this one is really, really, really pretty. I've used it several times. I really do enjoy the way this powder looks. And like I said, I don't like it under my eyes, but I feel like it is blurring. It's very pretty. It helps your makeup stay on. It's a really nice setting powder. They do have this in different shades. I have mine in the shade 010C. But I feel like if I go over my makeup, like right here where my pores are, it does blur them a little bit. It's really, really pretty. And then the one that I've been in love with, it's the one with Dior. Now I'm not going to tell you these are exact dupe, but I'm saying if you need a powder that keeps you matte and is blurring, this one is definitely an amazing option. I love this one too. I think this is a very, very pretty powder, and I'm going to use this brush for this one. This one again is very blurring. This one is a lighter powder. The other one is a little more, it feels a little denser when you put it on, but I think it still looks beautiful. So I like them both. I'm not going to go over the blush because I like for it to look, you know, I don't want it to look super matte. And I really do like the Dennis Amaya, because I thought it was going to be too glowy. And maybe if you build it up more, it will be too glowy. But I think it looks just fine the way it is. Now for lipsticks. I love the Violet FR lip stains. I love the way they feel on my lips. They don't feel drying. I love the fact that they have a nice shine. It's not a matte drying product, and it just feels comfortable. They're long wearing. But also the Milani, these are the color fetish ones. They're just as beautiful, and I was actually able to find two shades that matched each other pretty well. This is the Maybelline, and I will link shades and everything below, and that's the Violet FR. They're very, very close. Very close. And they both stain just as well, and they look just as pretty. And then the Violet on the other side of the lips. Okay, I'm going to let them dry for a second. Okay, I let them dry for a second. I'm going to blot. And I'm going to build it. And you don't have to. If this is the intensity that you like, then that's fine. I hate doing lipstick without lip liner, but I just want you guys to see how similar they are. You can see the colors are like the same. So I do have a lip liner. I didn't pick a high-end and a drugstore. This is the one from Catrice. This is the Gel Glide, and this is in the shade Sip and Slay. So that looks really, really, really pretty. I love this. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is Hard Candy. Has an alcohol-free, and I think this is pretty new. This is a Look Unlock setting spray, all day stay, sweat and water resistant, natural finish, 16-hour hold, and it is alcohol free, and you get 3.4 fluid ounces. This, I'll show you in a second what it reminds me of. This has an amazing sprayer, actually better than the high-end one. This sprayer, it doesn't spit at you, it's more like a mist. I'll show you. It's a mist what you get. It is amazing. And then I'm comparing it. I'm almost out, but I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it because I have this, and this is a lot less money, and I really do like this. I don't wear setting spray every day, but why do I need it to spend a lot more? This is they bring the same amount of product, but this is probably 3 times as much. This is a MAC Fix Stay Over, alcohol-free, long-lasting setting spray. So it doesn't say how many hours. I don't wear my makeup for 16 hours. But I'll show you the spray on this one. Oh, that one came out nice. Yesterday when I did it, it's a little more aggressive still than the, but it came out nice. When I did it yesterday, it was like really, really getting to me. But I feel wetter on this side than I do on this side. So this is it. This is all the products I wanted to show you. I really think that, I mean, can you tell the difference in the eyeshadow? I can't tell the difference in the eyeshadow. The mascara is really, really good. I still think I like this one a little more, but this is brand new, so maybe after it's been open for a little bit, I'm gonna like it even more. But I still think it looks great. It's still the best tubing mascara that I own. My face is very, very wet on this side. Let's help it out a little bit. Many times. I did it today because it's a tubing mascara and it's not gonna smudge on me. But if I forget to put setting spray, if I'm gonna wear setting spray and I forget to spray it before I do my mascara, I usually just spray my brush, my big powder brush, and then go over my face so that I don't mess up the mascara. My mascara smudge, especially not on my top lashes but on my lower lash line, so I don't need to add anything to it that's going to make it smudge even more. So what do you think? I think I can't tell the difference. If you didn't see me apply these products and I asked you which side is drugstore, which side is high-end, I don't think you'd be able to tell. I don't think I would be able to tell. If someone told me, close your eyes, I'm going to do your makeup, and then you can tell me which side is which, I wouldn't know. I think these products from e.l.f., and it's funny because the other day I was thinking that it's been a while since e.l.f. released anything, right? So I went on the website and said brand new. So these are beautiful. They have a nice weight to them. The packaging is very pretty. It doesn't feel cheap or, you know, I think it's pretty. I mean, when you go to compare these, I mean, you know, this could be high-end. The packaging probably feel about the same weight. I think both sides look amazing. All right, you guys, give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I truly do recommend these if you like e.l.f., if you like good makeup, amazing makeup for a great price. You can't beat these two. They're really beautiful. I really recommend them. I will link them. I'm not sure if they are at Ulta yet because I look at Ulta pretty often to see what's new, and I haven't seen it at Ulta, but I definitely will link them. Here's the stains. I just wiped myself with the makeup remover and you can see my hand is stained. So these stains are very, very nice. And that will be on my hand for a while. All right, you guys, thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. And I really do appreciate your support. I love you. I have a video coming up soon that I'm going to have a really nice giveaway. And it's not going to be like a huge giveaway for one person. I'm going to choose different people from my comments and spread it out. Send like a couple of products to each person because I really do appreciate those of you that are here week after week. So hopefully my next video will be that. But I want to give back. I received a unusually big PR package and I want to share back with you guys because I already own a lot of the stuff, so I just want to give back a little. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.